As his ongoing custody dispute with his ex-wife Melody Rogers heats up, Martell Holt, a major character on the reality TV show Love and Marriage Huntsville, is dealing with more serious legal and personal consequences. Tension between the two has increased recently due to developments in the legal proceedings, particularly Martell's breach of a court-ordered no-contact order. Since his actions are perceived to jeopardize not only his relationship with Melody, but also the legal procedures established to safeguard both parties, the circumstances surrounding this violation have brought Martell back into the public eye. This case centers on a motion that the Huntsville, Alabama district attorney filed to revoke Martell's bond after he allegedly violated the no contact order that was issued during his divorce proceedings. Martell was not allowed to communicate with his ex-wife in any way outside of their continued custody, as the order had made clear. Nevertheless, the DA's motion states that arrangements, Martell or someone working for him kept getting in touch with Melody about things that had nothing to do with their custody arrangement. In addition to being viewed as a violation of the court's decision, this infraction also sparked worries about Melody's safety. The no-contact order violation is only the most recent development in a story that has caught the interest of the public and the legal community. The district attorney's documents detailed Martell's attempts to get in touch with Melody, including one particular incident where he called her following her meeting with the DA's office. As for the DA's motion, Martell insisted on knowing why Melody had been attending meetings with attorneys, claiming that this made her feel unsafe and threatened. Given the seriousness of the situation, Melody's feelings of vulnerability were heightened when the DA included a statement from her expressing her worry that Martell or someone close to him was tracking her whereabouts. In an attempt to change Martell's bond agreement, the DA asked the court to issue a more stringent no-contact order that would forbid Martell from getting in touch with Melody in any manner, directly or indirectly. A revised order was issued after the judge accepted the DA's assessment, which went beyond issues pertaining to their children's custody. The new order broadened the scope of the restriction by superseding the ongoing custody case and reaffirming the ban on contact. The public and legal community have taken notice of this development since it suggests that Martell and Melody's already tense relationship will only get worse. Mr. Plevis is here to answer judicial questions. Can you announce my brother? This legal dispute is just one of several that have been witnessed by the public, as the two have been involved in a bitter custody battle over their children. In addition to this no-contact defection, Martell's disregard for the court's order has further complicated the already tense custody proceedings. So, to summarize this case, Melody and Martell's legal disputes have taken a new turn. Martell filed a motion to hold Melody in contempt of court, but a judge recently rejected a number of his claims. Among these accusations were that Melody was acting inappropriately toward her security guard while their kids were at her house. They were removed from the case, though, after the judge determined that these accusations were baseless. The allegations were not entirely removed from the public discourse in spite of the court's decision. Martell and his colleagues continued to discuss the accusations on social media after the judge's ruling, which fueled the controversy and made the court case even more complex. The ongoing drama surrounding Martell's custody case has been exacerbated by his actions in court and on social media. In addition to breaking the no-contact order, his attempts to discredit Melody have complicated an already difficult legal battle. Despite his attempts to portray himself as the victim in the public eye, it is evident that Martell's actions have caused his relationship with Melody to deteriorate. Although their tense relationship has been well documented for years, particularly on the reality show Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell's actions are now having legal repercussions. Mainstage, in addition to the legal ramifications, the no-contact violation is noteworthy because it underscores the ongoing conflict and instability in Martell and Melody's relationship, in spite of the divorce and custody battle. Martell appears unable to avoid getting involved in issues that go beyond what the court has permitted. In addition to endangering his relationship with Melody, this disrespect for the law has also put his personal freedom in danger. As Martell deals with these growing legal issues, the court has now imposed additional restrictions on his behavior, indicating that any more infractions will probably have more severe legal repercussions. There is still no resolution to his ongoing appeal of the domestic violence harassing communications charge. Although Martel has continuously insisted that the accusations against him are unfair, it is hard to forecast how his appeal will turn out because he keeps pushing the envelope even after a judge has made a decision. It is uncertain if Martel's most recent actions will affect the court's ultimate ruling, and the appeal hearing is scheduled for the upcoming months. And again, I would say I am a conversationalist like this, and I think you guys will see more of that in the sessions, but the questions that I ask are very appealing, and the appeal hearing is scheduled for the upcoming months. Although his attorneys have stated that they are confident in their case, the judge's assessment of Martel's character may be impacted by the mounting evidence against him, which includes the no-contact violation. The emotional toll that this case may be having on the children involved is among its more concerning features. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't freak out. Your face right now is probably enough to be confident on your own, so I'm sunning you off. Melody and Martel have multiple children together, and their parents' constant arguments have surely made their home tense and unstable. Children may experience long-lasting emotional effects from custody disputes, especially ones as drawn out and acrimonious as this one. The fact that Martel and Melody's problems are still public makes matters worse because their kids might be exposed to the drama and strife frequently. In order to protect the children from any harmful behavior, the court must get involved. The judge's decision to place more stringent restrictions on Martel is probably an attempt to keep the children safe by keeping their parents as far apart as possible. Martel's reputation as a public figure is likely to suffer greatly as a result of the fallout from this most recent legal dispute, both personally and professionally. Both fans and detractors frequently examine Martel's behavior. Many people have a negative impression of him due to his actions in court and social media presence. Even though Martel still has a sizable fan base, his legal issues are starting to take center stage. His public image, his credibility and reputation for Melody are being harmed by the ongoing drama with her and the disregard for court orders. The circumstances are just as difficult. Despite the turmoil surrounding her ex-husband, she is concentrating on her own career and personal development while navigating the complexities of her relationship with Martel in the public eye. Melody has proven to be strong and resilient, especially in her efforts to provide their kids with a stable home. The most recent no-contact order highlights her wish to set boundaries for her own safety and well-being, as she has been vocal about the difficulties of co-parenting with Martel. The judge's decision to uphold the no-contact order makes it abundantly evident how crucial it is to adhere to legal limits and how amicable a settlement of a custody dispute must be. In the end, Martell Holt and Melody Rogers' ongoing legal dispute is far from resolved. It's probable that more information will come to light as their case develops, further complicating their already tense relationship. The fact that Martel violated the no-contact order is only one chapter in this ongoing story, but it shows how serious their legal proceedings are, given the impending appeal hearing and the potential for more legal repercussions for Martel. There are no indications that the drama surrounding Martel and Melody's divorce will end anytime soon. Due to their well-publicized split, ongoing custody disputes, and the drama that has developed in the years since their split, as the stars of the reality TV show Love and Marriage, Martell Holt and Melody Shari's divorce has been a public spectacle. Huntsville, Melody, and Martel's personal lives have been brought to the forefront, and their battles over child custody and co-parenting have taken center stage in their story. The couple's marriage, which had a lot of potential, ended in divorce, and their custody disputes have been equally controversial, attracting media and fan attention. The dissolution of Martell Melody's marriage and the ensuing custody dispute is a story of heartache, betrayal, and the difficulties that come when two people who were once devoted to one another turn into enmity while raising children together. The relationship dynamic continues to influence their legal proceedings, and their divorce has not been an easy process. Their already shaky co-parenting relationship has become even more strained as a result of each court battle, and before their quote relationship ended in divorce, Martel and Melody were wed for a number of years. They seemed like the ideal couple at the beginning of their marriage, but when Martel's adultery was made public, things started to fall apart. A major source of conflict between Martel and Melody was the affair which Martel later acknowledged having with his mistress, Ariane Curry. Their relationship was destroyed by his extramarital affair, and their mutual trust was permanently damaged. Tensions between Martel and Melody grew as a result of the affair's public nature and his refusal to accept full responsibility for his actions. The couple's separation and subsequent divorce signaled the start of a fierce legal battle that has only gotten more intense over the years as the parties battle for custody of their children. Given that their private lives were made public on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the divorce has had a significant emotional toll, as New Deza, along with their debut single Pretty Witty, was born into a very public and pressed headline, and the whole movement began under the Stallone ban. Their legal disputes have appeared in the media and on social media, adding to the drama and public spectacle that has enthralled their followers and fueled the story of their breakup. The main focus of Martel and Melody's continuous legal and personal issues has been child custody. Together, the couple has 4 kids, 2 daughters, Mariah and Nooks, and 2 sons, Martel Jr. and Malaya. The children have been caught up in the acrimonious arguments between their parents, especially at such young ages. Melody and Martel are fighting for primary custody and the ability to raise their kids at home, which has complicated the custody disputes. Both parties filed petitions for custody almost immediately after the couple's separation, sparking the start of the custody battles. Melody claimed she could give their kids a more secure and caring environment than Martel, so she applied for primary physical custody in an effort to give them a stable home. However, Melody has argued that Martel has not shown the level of responsibility required to co-parent successfully over the years, and his actions, including his infidelity and post-divorce behavior, have complicated his request for joint custody. Martel, on the other hand, sought joint custody, which would allow him to spend a significant amount of time with his children. Both sides have presented their cases to the court during multiple hearings in the custody dispute. The court filings, in which both parties accuse one another of various wrongdoings, clearly show the emotional nature of the dispute. Melody has expressed particular worries about Martel's conduct and his capacity to give their kids a secure home. She has also voiced concerns about the way he treats her, pointing to instances of emotional abuse, manipulation, and harassment. However, his behavior in his personal life and with his ex-wife have frequently called into question Martel's portrayal of himself as a loving father who merely wishes to be involved in his children's lives. Martel's personal conduct has been a major element in the ongoing custody dispute between him and Melody, and it has directly affected his court cases. There has been a lot of tension because of his relationship with Arian Curry, which was made public following the dissolution of his marriage. Melody has charged that Martel prioritizes his personal relationships over their children's welfare. Melody has claimed that his relationship with Arian, in particular, has hampered his capacity to co-parent successfully, which has caused friction between them, which the court system has also focused on Martel's behavior. For example, in a court document pertaining to their ongoing custody dispute, Martel was charged with harassing Melody by contacting her on a regular basis about topics unrelated to their kids. Concerns regarding his behavior and its potential effects on the kids have been raised by this breach of a no-contact order. The custody dispute became even more complicated when a judge decided that Martel could not communicate with Melody in any way unless it was related to their kids. In addition to his personal problems, Martel's position in the custody dispute has been further weakened by the harassment claims and the ongoing legal troubles. Another issue in the custody dispute has been Martel's role in his public persona. His prominent career as a television personality and his frequent social media activity have drawn a lot of public attention. Melody, who has voiced displeasure with the way their family life is shared with the public, is concerned about Martel's social media posts, especially those that feature his kids. Concerns have also been voiced by her regarding Martel's use of their kids to improve his reputation. Melody has continuously battled to shield her kids from the turmoil and drama surrounding their parents' relationship, arguing that their privacy and welfare should come first during the divorce and custody proceedings. Despite the ongoing conflict with Martel, she has put their children's emotional and psychological health first, working to provide a stable environment for them. Melody has also been outspoken about her difficulties with co-parenting, frequently venting her annoyance at Martel's actions and his lack of genuine cooperation. Despite this, Melody has made it apparent that she is dedicated to being a present and positive mother to her kids, in addition to her efforts to safeguard their emotional well-being. Melody has also been concentrating on her own development and security as a prosperous businesswoman and well-known individual. Melody and her kids have a strong foundation thanks to her hard work. She has made it a point to concentrate on her work, her business endeavors, and her relationships with her children, stressing the value of building a bright future for them, away from the turmoil of her previous marriage. The custody battles have involved more than just legal issues. they have also involved giving the kids a sense of security. Despite the challenges, Melody has fought for her children's best interests, making sure they are raised in a secure, caring environment, free from the toxic elements that have defined her relationship with Martel. A significant element of the ongoing custody dispute has been Melody's dedication to her kids and her unwavering focus on their welfare. Given Martel's legal troubles, his behavior, and the continuous public scrutiny, it is probable that new difficulties will surface and their conflict will continue as their custody dispute goes on. Although their relationship's future and their children's custody are still up in the air, Melody's resolve to keep her kids safe and give them a secure, caring home will surely continue to play a major role in the court case. The custody dispute between Melody and Martel serves as a sobering reminder of the complications and challenges that can occur when a well-publicized relationship ends. The emotional toll on the kids and the ongoing legal drama highlight the difficulties both parents encounter while navigating the challenging process of co-parenting in the spotlight while their custody dispute rages on. The happiness and well-being of their children should be the ultimate goal for both parents, and it is hoped that despite their differences, they will be able to co-parent successfully in the future. It is obvious that Melody and Martel will encounter many challenges along the way,